Web3.TV.
Hello and welcome to Web3 TV. I'm Lisa Amnegard, and today we're at Token 2049 here in Dubai. Joining me right now is Nadeem, Global Head of Bitpanda Technology Solutions. So thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. It's really nice to be here, Lisa.
And how's the event so far for you?
It's busy. I mean, just look behind us. It's packed. It's a great center for a lot of people to meet, talking about all things Web3, crypto, and blockchain.
Yeah, it's really exciting. And I'm excited to learn more about Bitpanda Technology Solutions. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, well, thank you, first of all, for having us. You know, Bitpanda, our 10-year-old business, we celebrated our anniversary last year. So, we're not new kids on the block, and, predominantly a European leading player, one of the most regulated crypto exchanges and brokers in the world. And we also expanded into the UAE very recently, and hence why we're here in the UAE representing the Bitpanda business. We really offer our users an ability to buy and sell many different investments and assets across the platform. Crypto is where we came from, but we offer ETFs, commodities, and many other assets as well.
You expanded
very much
since launching. So, okay, so there are many brokerages and exchanges out there. So what kind of benefits would you say that Bitpanda has?
Yeah, I mean, look, Bitpanda has always had at its heart compliance, high standard of security, and high regulation, right? And so with that, being now 3 MiCA licenses, which is a framework in Europe that allows us to conduct the cryptocurrency activity, really sets us apart from our competitors or other colleagues and peers. So I'd say that's one of our biggest USPs, right? We are a very safe, very trusted, and a very strong platform. We also have tons of different assets, right? We have over 5,000 different assets you can invest in. From a crypto perspective, over 600. So that puts us at a pretty big, unique position for people to have diversity of investments and offering to be able to invest in. We also have a B2B business called Bitpanda Technology Solutions, which I oversee. And the nice thing about that is that if you are a bank or a fintech looking to launch a cryptocurrency service, you can come to us as a one-stop shop. And we can really help empower you to launch that to your users and your user base, right? So we're seeing that as such a big USP now and a big wave of adoption. With more and more compliance coming into it, more and more banks want to get into the space. And so in Europe, we have many different partners that have launched that service with us. We've now launched in the UAE, and so we're beginning to partner with some of the local banks out here as well.
Is that the trend that you're seeing, that more brokerages and exchanges are combining, let's say, the traditional financial products with, or like services with?
I think it's such a great question. And look, I ultimately say, there can be many different central exchanges or places like us that are going to be able to trade, right? But ultimately, where do people trust? They trust their banks, right? Like that's where you hold your money. That's where you're used to. That's where the billions of people are being banked on, right? And so I think by enabling those to be able to offer a nice, seamless execution service to buy and sell different assets, that's really how we're going to get the next 1 billion people coming into the crypto space, right? You think about once upon a time when equities was introduced, right? You can now buy and sell equities and stocks and ETFs through your bank. Why not crypto, right? And so we're beginning to see a lot of big banks now get into that space, especially here in the UAE as well. We're seeing a big wave of crypto adoption by banks specifically.
Yeah, there's been a lot happening in that space. So my question to you, you started in Europe. So why was the MENA region or the UAE kind of the place where you wanted to expand?
Yeah, look, we take compliance as our north guiding star, really. And I think when we looked around the world about where we wanted to prove we can expand next, MENA stood out, and specifically the UAE. They have a very forward-thinking and a very proactive government here, a regulatory framework that is conducive to doing good business. We have multiple different regulators. For example, the Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority, VARA, as they're called here in Dubai, is who we are licensed by to offer our services. And MENA just seemed like a great spot for that to happen. And then just look behind us, right? I think this goes to show you that this is such a big gravity for many, many different kinds of businesses that want to get into the crypto space. And so we did that about a year ago to get into this country. And fast forward, we're pretty excited about growing our footprint and building our partnerships here in the Middle East.
And it's been 1 year since you've launched. So how's the feedback been? What have people been saying? How's the USPs here? Yeah,
look, I think off the get-go, we've been very fortunate and humble to partner with already a sizable bank called Rack Bank, which is obviously one of the leading banks here in the Middle East and UAE. CoinMina as another recent partner that we announced, a few months ago, that we're also helping to help drive their liquidity and custody services. And, more to come, obviously, which I can't say now, but it's been a fantastic reception for us here in the region. I think people look to a strong European platform, and Bitpanda really provide that, right? You have many different platforms that are coming here from, US or Asia, but not many big European names. I think we stand out as one of the prominent and, most strongest platform really in the region. And so that's one of the best receptions we've had. And, we're really excited about what the second half of this year is going to bring as well.
I mean, that's a great trajectory in just 1 year, and you've accomplished so much. If anyone wants to learn more about Bitpanda, how can they find you?
Well, obviously, bitpanda.com. Get onto the website. We have tons of academy. We have tons of educational things for people that are just getting into the space. You can download our application, obviously, at bitpanda.com or on the Apple or Google stores. That'll give you the ability to download our application and trade. And if you're looking for anything from a banking perspective that we can offer in white label, you can come to me directly at our booth, and would love to have you and welcome you.
Well, perfect. Well, thank you so much for speaking with me. It's been a pleasure. And I'll be bringing you more interviews. My name is Lisa Amnegard, and you're watching Web3 TV.